Hello and welcome to the Miskatonic Playhouse. I'm T.A. Newman, your host. My team and I will be bringing to life adventures using the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game, which contains mature themes, cosmic horror, character death, and loss of sanity. Our mystery can be found in the Miskatonic repository, where people like you and me can write an adventure for others to play. We'd like to thank Sirenscape, whose tools have helped provide the background sounds that you hear. And if you'd like to become a friend of the Playhouse, then please support us on Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/Miskatonic Playhouse, where you can gain access to exclusive shows and content for as little as £1. In the last act, with the buffet surrounded by incense, the investigators began to suspect Claudia of being too positive. Outside, Guy discovered an odd shape to the building before Kinyana attacked Claudia to try and snap her out of her trance. After the fight resolved, with Claudia taking a knee to the face, she broke out of her good vibes only. Malcolm got the investigators to bury their treasured possessions in a bid to help them let go of unimportant things. Guy broke down in tears. Kaci memorized her spot, and the team found out what the final activity is. They are going to be held underwater, allowing them to let go of their inhibitions. But sometimes, people just don't let go. And now it's time to pull back the curtain and roll the dice.
Welcome back to part 3 of Good Vibes Only. We have just left off with Claudia, aka Bridgett Jeffries, holding Malcolm underwater in an attempt, we assume, to kill him. Claudia, you're holding Malcolm underwater and he is not getting up. You are trying to make sure he has no chance whatsoever to do so. This is, I think, really builds around your ability to control in water. So why don't we use a swim roll to determine how well you do this?
Happily. Swim check coming at you now.
People with points in swim? What kind of game is this?
I know.
She rolled an 8
Woohoo!
with a 70 in swim. This is an extreme success.
Wow.
This is surgical at this point.
What the shit?
I think you can then tell me how this goes. Like, are you killing Malcolm? Because this is entirely up to you at this point. You are entirely in control of the situation.
No, so if she's got Malcolm underneath the water, the legs have been swept out from underneath him. She knows the tears of drowning. She knows, I'm stable in, conditions, to I'm a distressed swimmer, to I have just slipped under. My lungs are filled with oxygen. She knows, hey, the lights are starting to dim out mentally. She knows that level, that really precious spot right between you're going to die and you're just unconscious. She's going to make sure she ticks up right before death. She wants him fully unconscious by the time she brings him back.
Well, okay, yeah. You have. I'm going to take a sanity roll for this really horrendous, heinous act.
Mm-hmm.
Totally fair. She fails.
She fails. I'll take a D. What do we think, group? D6, D8.
D6.
D6. I think there's some rationale she can put to it.
Yeah,
in terms of
no,
what's
it's fair.
happened to her.
D6. We'll go with a D6.
Okay. Ooh, 4.
4.
At least she doesn't
4
bout while she's trying to control someone's life.
Yeah, okay. And you pull him up, effectively
Tears are running down her face.
in the lake. Tears running down your face. And
those aren't fake tears.
And the 4 of you have sort of made your way back on in various states of confusion. And you're all kind of gathered, one second, Cosmic, gathered on the beach. Suddenly, it's all gotten very, very real, very, very fast. And you have a moment here where you have a little bit of time because you don't necessarily know why everything's gone crazy and all over the place and no one's quite grabbed you or realized that you've done something wrong here. And you have a moment. What do the 4 of you do?
Kinyana wants to see how Steve is doing. Did Steve snap out of the incensed induced? Has he come around and said, "Oh, where am I? What am I doing?"
Steve is unconscious because you've drowned him.
Steve, me?
Steve is unconscious because you've just drowned him.
No. I like pulled the moustache out, dunked him, and then pulled him back up to see whether or not he'd like spark out of it.
Oh no! You pulled him back up again. Oh, in
Steve
that
is
case,
unconscious because you
I'm
drowned
not
him.
killing him. No. I
right?
Ooh,
Okay.
Bridget's heart skipped a beat. Like, what just happened?
was gonna say, "Oops."
That's my
Okay,
bad, homie.
Yeah, so Steve is looking incredibly confused, and he's like, "Thank you for that experience."
It's all right. As I say, I don't think you quite let go. I think you were a bit wriggly there. And oh well.
Is it your turn? And he kind of grabs you and plunges you into the water and holds you there.
And she will roll with it and try and hold on.
Give me a Constitution roll.
Oh God.
That is a
Yes!
hard success.
All right. And then because you put him in quite quickly, he pulls you up quite quickly and just gives you the biggest hug you've ever had.
Oh, there you go, lad.
And so at that point in time that you're all sort of walking back onto the shore together, where we can really see, Malcolm is unconscious in Claudia's arms. Guy has taken a lungful of water. And Kaci, your person's a little bit also lungful of water, but they're not dead.
Mm-hmm.
And you're all making your way to shore. No one's quite noticed what's happened with Malcolm yet. You have a couple of moments before the chaos descends here. What are you doing?
Okay, I think Kinyana wants to spot Claudio and say, does Malcolm need to go to the tent, the meditation room? Is that where you're taking him?
I just want to clarify. Hedge, is he up? Is that what we're doing right now? He's officially breaching. I've pulled him back up, or is he still under?
Yeah, you brought him. Well, yeah, you brought him back up. We're now at a point where you pulled him back to shore in some manner or the other. He is unconscious in your arms.
Okay. Can she get staff attention to attend to him?
Yeah, sure.
Basically, she wants
Kinyana
to make a big deal out of
them.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Kinyana's the first to come towards you.
Oh, does he need to go back to the guru's office?
I don't know. He needs medical attention. He's medical attention. I think he's drowned. He needs medical attention.
So people do descend on him at this point in time. Some of the other initiates come over, and then Sage, who is this very posh woman with these long blonde dreads, is kind of comes. Is everything okay? Oh no, Malcolm. Oh dear, I see that he got really into things, did he? Oh, why don't we make sure you're all okay, and we'll maybe have a meditation session soon together to everybody stay nice and calm. Let's make sure Malcolm gets the attention he deserves. And I will see you all for dinner shortly, where we'll have the most wonderful vibes.
Good vibes, good vibes, yes.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
I could give him a once over. I've got a first aid certificate, if that'll help.
You're welcome to try and give them.
I was in an episode of Doctors at one point. I could probably...
Oh, mate, who wasn't in an episode of Doctors?
Oh.
As you say that, Kinyana, Sage gives you a very distinct look.
That was a very nice thing to say, Kinyana.
A man's life
I saw
is
that
at
episode.
stake.
You were great, Guy.
Yeah,
that was a great episode.
Yeah.
She makes the first aid roll with 34 versus 40, so she is concentrating on the patient rather than the situation.
My wounded feelings. Might need some first aid.
Might need some first aid.
Cool. So yeah, you know that Malcolm needs some severe medical attention or he will die. His lungs are full of water, and that doesn't matter because you know that even if he throws up the water, he needs to be hospitalized as soon as possible because secondary drowning could happen here. So you know he needs medical attention.
She will explain that to Sage in the nicest, kindest possible way and say, I really think he's call ambulance. He's taking as you say, he took it a bit too far. Have you got ambulance station
We
nearby?
have some amazing healing powers here. Here inside this wonderful place.
Oh,
I will
wow.
take personal care of him. Don't you worry. In fact, Kinyana, why don't you come with him, and the two of us will make sure he receives the best possible care.
Yeah, that's
That
amazing.
sounds like a fantastic idea. Claudia,
Wow.
you coming, love?
Yeah, wouldn't miss it.
And so Sage picks him up and
Picks him up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, Sage, come through.
Sage is buff. Everyone here is buff. It's kind of weird. They're all incredibly well sculpted.
My people.
My
they spend
people.
They spend an awful lot of time in the gym looking after their physical well-being as well as their mental well-being. And it is at that point in time that what happens is, Sage brings Malcolm to that room, that self-reflection room you were in earlier, Claudia, and opens the door and invites you both to step inside.
Malcolm. Sage, Malcolm?
Sage opens the door and
Opens the
invites Kinyana and Claudia to step inside.
Marvelous. Oh, okay, right. Okay.
There
Bring him
is
in.
incense burning inside. It's quite obvious.
Of course there are.
As soon as the door is closed, Kinyana will stand aside to let Sage bring Malcolm in. As she's dropping him down, she's just going to try and elbow her in the back of the head to try a knockout blow as best she can, as she's seen on wrestling or something. As she's vulnerable, that is probably the only chance we're going to get. And as she closes the door.
Okay.
Surprise attack.
I'm into this. Okay, what I need from you is a brawl.
Oh, man, I'm no good at that.
You're the one that attacked someone.
Yeah, but it's a surprise attack.
It is.
Oh, that is a fumble. That is a 99 versus 25.
Roll 20 will tell a story.
Roll 20 could do with telling another story. Can she style it up and looks like she's fallen?
He brings the elbow up to slam down on Sage, and at the same time she takes a deep breath in.
Oh, no.
And suddenly, Kinyana, what are you doing? Attacking Sage? She's only showing you kindness. You don't need to do this. You're just filled with love and respect and wonder and worry for Malcolm. Real deep worry for Malcolm.
Oh, let me have a look at him. See if he's coming round. Oh,
you watch and you really sit and you spend time with Sage, and like her hands are warm. They're warmer than warm. They're hot. You can feel the heat coming off of Sage's hands as she places her hands on Malcolm's chest, and he throws up the water and he coughs and he burps, and suddenly he comes back to life and is breathing again, and the paleness in his face slowly begins to change and turn to rosy-cheeked wonder, and you sit and you stare and you watch this whole process. Claudia, you watch them head in. Do you go into the room with them?
So much happened. She was behind them, and then she attacked her, and then she went droopy-eyed, and I think Claudia is just standing at the door looking in at this point, if she can.
Yeah, I think you kind of watch the whole thing. Give me a constitution roll to see if you also breathe some of this incense.
We're good. Con's our highest score.
54 over
80.
80. Oh, great. No worries at all. Yeah, so you just managed to stay far enough away from the incense that it's just not causing you problems. And you watch as this Malcolm is healed in front of Kinyana. And it's a miracle. Like, he was brought back from almost nothing.
Can Kinyana say, I mean, God be praised. Is that how it works? That's amazing. Show me how to do it. I want to do it. I'm pretty good at first aid, but it would be a real blessing if you could show me how to do this.
There are so many things that we can teach you if you just accept the teachings.
Oh, I accept
and
everything.
Embrace good vibes only.
Good vibes only. Oh,
Good
that should be a
vibes.
Beach Boys
Good
song.
vibes.
May I take a sand check?
I'd love you to take a sand check at this point in time.
Because I am really not okay with the fact that she laid hands on this kid and suddenly he's evacuating water. His skin is coming back. We're not happy about that at all. But she makes it.
I'm going to take one from you. This is going to freak you out.
I'm checking to see if I've hit a problem number yet. Ooh, not yet, but I am close.
You're close. Guy and Kaci, can I jump back to the two of you and can I check in? You have finished this exercise and you've got some time before dinner. So if we could just have a wee look at the retreat information, you'll see that we have surrendered to wholeness. It's around 5 o'clock now, and you've got a couple of hours till dinner, so you've got some free time. You hear some people talking about how they're going to set up a rendition of Kumbaya in the big open space beside the lake. You've got some other people saying they're going to go on walks. Some other people are braiding each other's hair. There's an awful lot of frolicking and dancing. You have lots and lots of time, lots and lots of space. What do you do with your time and space?
Casey, we got so many options. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, frolicking sounds pretty fucking good to me.
Yeah.
Like, hashtag frolicking, sure.
Is urban exploring on that list?
Is Guy still in his
Guy is
drug
good vibes
phase?
only. Casey.
Guy is
good vibes
very
only.
smiley.
So Kaci is going to start singing "Run the World, Girls" by Beyonce and start voguing.
You're gonna vogue, okay?
Yes, she's gonna vogue.
Fantastic.
Just to see what Guy does.
Guy, do you join in with the voguing?
Fucking too right. Yeah.
Who runs the world?
Girls. I'm not gonna sing because I am tone deaf. Kaci is not, but Rina is.
Kaci gives a fairly decent rendition of Who Run the World.
Girls.
Okay, and your next action, please, investigators. What are you doing, Kaci and Guy, after you do some voguing?
I'm going to try and negative thoughts talk him out of his stupor now that we've gotten a little exercise in, and everybody else is still spread around. So my parents set me up with this guy, and it turns out he's also a Kennedy, and so like we're related but like third cousins, so they said it was fine, but like I'm not really into guys, and like he smelled of garlic all the time because apparently he like has this Italian restaurant empire, and like my parents totally thought we should like get married, but he really sucked, and I fucking hated that guy. Just like constant chatter. And this is also a true story.
Oh, wow.
Casey's parents suck.
Okay, give me a persuade.
Let's see. On roll 20's frozen. Give me a sec.
I kind of want to snap out of this, but at the same time, I kind of don't.
So, bang on 45 on 45.
Wow.
Oh!
Bang on, too.
So like Guy just gets really tired of hearing about just how much hair gel Jim Kennedy put in his hair and his really terrible Italian suits that were just in the worst possible colors, and just like on and on and on until just the constant fuck this guy.
I think something you say reminds Guy of something he owns, and it suddenly feels personal. Like suddenly all of the insults of like the hair gel, or maybe there's like you're talking about this bomber jacket, and it's Guy has and loves that exact type of bomber jacket, whatever it is.
Is this enough to break me out of
It breaks you out of the vibe.
He doesn't even like own a motorcycle, but like he wears this leather jacket because he thinks it makes him look cool, and he looks fucking stupid.
Shit.
Like, you shouldn't be wearing motorcycle leather jackets around unless you're a daddy or
Look,
you actually
it was a fucking
own
phase, all right, Kaci. It was a phase I went through, all right. It's not fucking judgment, all right.
Welcome back, guy.
What the fuck? That fucking bitch over there tried to drown me.
Shh, guy.
Oh, sorry.
Guy.
Yeah.
And you would also notice the vocal fry is gone at this point, just like complete voice change.
Yeah. All right, whispering.
So, yeah. Do you think we can get in that place he saw? Before dinner?
Yeah. Fucking too right. We can sneak in there.
Yeah, because the others went off after Malcolm, but I feel like doing some sneaking, really. I'm really
They'll
tired
be
of all
fine.
this shit.
I've got
If I have to
complete
be
faith in
around
them.
people, I mean, I did muscle workouts on my face to make sure I could hold on the smiling before I showed up here, but man, never skip face day.
Right.
Just
So, yeah, right. So I hear what you're saying. I think. So we've got to basically just fucking keep the smiles going, march our way in there, pretend we're supposed to be doing the doobies. Hope the other two are doing whatever they're doing. Did Malcolm die? Did Claudia kill Malcolm?
no, he's just unconscious, I think.
Right.
You never know with Claudia, honestly.
Okay.
So,
Right. Let's go and get our fucking Scooby-Doo on then, shall we?
MBA and Harvard did not prepare me for this.
Right,
Hashtag Scooby-Doos.
You guys are going to sneak over to the meditation hall and just have a look around.
Well, we're gonna try and get in that spot that where Guy noticed there might be some kind of back room or
I'll take a group
sex
luck
dungeon.
roll to determine
Oh,
who
shit.
is determine if they're how much freedom you have to do affect this plan.
That'll
What are
be
your
me.
lucks?
42.
25.
No, it's just going to be Kaci and Guy, the two other two
25.
aren't there.
Oh, I've got 32. It's all on you. Ha ha!
Fail. 66 over 25.
So when you walk into a room full of around 10 different people, and they are engaged in a hand-holding circle where they are all singing Kumbaya. And as the two of you walk in, two of them break open their hands and make space for the two of you to join them.
Is there incense in the room?
Yes.
Yes, of course there
Fucking Newman, why did you have to ask that fucking question? Never ask the keeper a question that you don't want the
being
answer.
positive.
are. You can go back to it, honey. You have options.
So, keeping on the negative thoughts.
Fucking negative thoughts. Golden Globe nomination. Gotcha. Fucking negative thoughts.
When you're in here, what's very obvious is that the place where the trapdoor, door, cellar, whatever it is, would be, is behind the big purple curtain with the giant lotus flower on it.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to go into the group and I'm going to turn my acting fucking skills on.
Oh, yeah.
Here we
Take it
go.
to 11.
And as I'm in the acting group and kumbayaring, I'm not going to take their hands. I'm going to go into the middle of that fucking circle and I'm going to start dancing around. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya.
White people dancing.
Yeah, absolutely,
man.
all the way. And then I'm going to go, you know what all this positivity fucking needs? It needs a vessel. Malcolm's over there and he's feeling like shit because he had a bad turn in the lake. Let's get over there and sing him a fucking tune and make him feel better. You guys are the fucking positive bomb. Woo, yeah.
This is an acting role.
Okay, come on. Didn't go to drama school for nothing. 53 under 70.
Woo.
That is
Can
a
I get a-
success.
Constitution roll to see if you take some of the incense as you do so.
Oh,
I've rolled
100.
100
Jesus
over
fucking
50.
Christ.
So, Kaci, I have some good news. And then
And
some
some
other, you might think of it as good news.
Mhm.
Guy marches out of that place with everybody following him in a massive rendition of Kumbaya, which is going to definitely have an effect on what the other two are doing.
Oops.
With a giant smile plastered across his face, he is definitely switching sides at this point in time. However, you have free reign to explore the meditation hall. So let's deal with that first and then switch to the
Mhm.
others.
Because being alone by myself, going off doing things on my own, this is a great way to be
It'd
a
be a-
Cthulhu investigator. Yep.
For sure.
This is
It,
exactly
this
how
is
I
the
like
way.
doing things. This is the way.
this is the way.
This is the way. All right, so I'm going to do some exploring. I want to go look at that giant lotus thing that I noticed because I imagine we couldn't get too close to it before.
Yeah, so it's a picture of a lotus on a curtain.
Mm-hmm. And look. Pay no attention to the lotus behind the curtain, but I'm totally going to.
Yeah, you managed to pull yourself behind the curtain and you find yourself staring at an ancient, forbidding-looking wooden door with a big old lock on it. Like it's a big old key lock. And it is centered such that when this whole thing was open, the whole room would actually be built such that it was a funnel down towards this door because there's a slight indentation leading towards it.
Mm-hmm.
The whole room would definitely really center on this door if it was rearranged a little bit. Now that you see it, it's very, very obvious. The door is locked.
Mm-hmm.
But this is potentially what you're looking for. Claudia and Kinyana. Claudia and Kinyana. You have just witnessed a miracle healing. Kinyana, you are deep in the vibes. And you are begging Sage to give you personal instruction. Is that right?
Yes.
She seems really open to this idea. Now, I won't lie to you. A personal instruction where you really embrace the vibes can be quite an intense experience. But if you are interested, I am absolutely happy to provide that to you.
Well, I want to know. I want to be like my wife Sylvia. You know, when she came here, she was so changed. When she was so happy when she came back. I mean, she was like a changed person. You know, I want to be on that level. You know, really. So the two of us can really get together because it's not like she's the same person. You know, and I miss that. I really miss that. You know, when you look at someone and they look back at you. You don't recognize them. I want to recognize her.
I feel like what we need to do is sit here and meditate together, and Malcolm will prepare, and we will get this done. Are you ready, Kinyana?
Right. Yeah. Well, okay.
Malcolm
I think so.
gets up at this point and nods to the two of you, and he smiles at you, Claudia, and he gives you a big hug.
Oh, a wet, splashy hug.
Yeah, it's a bit damp.
Sage, I need you to talk to me. What the fuck did I just see? What just happened? How were you able to do that?
You should stay here with us.
Calm down.
You should stay here with us and experience it too. Come and join us, Claudia.
No, wait.
Us.
No. I can tolerate the whole incense that like boosts your endorphins and give you happy joy feelings, but what just happened?
It's the power.
Claudia,
right.
give me a spot hidden.
It's the good vibes only.
It's the good vibes only. Nah, homie. It's not a fumble, but I definitely don't see it.
You do not see it as Malcolm picks you up from behind and brings you into the room and holds you in a big embrace. As that happens, suddenly there are these like pipes coming in from all four edges of the room and suddenly fills up the place with something significantly more potent than just the the incense. This is like the incense, but like on overdrive. This is something really, really, really strong. And you try and hold your breath. You try and hold your breath. You hear singing from outside. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya.
Her feet are kicking. She's flailing. She's doing everything she can not to scream, but screaming would be depleting oxygen she doesn't have. And the only chance she has right now is to hold her breath.
And your vision blacks out. And
Claudia, are you all right? She'll rush over
both
to
of
her
your
friend.
visions blank out.
Oh, fine. Oh, there we go again.
You open your eyes and find yourself staring at a blinding vision of reflected light. You blink several times and concentrate your vision. You see crystalline formation in front of you with jagged edges, and it's sort of vibrating. These things distract from the fact that it's shaped like a harmless lotus flower. From its core, a vapor is just exuding with sharp and jagged particles that stick and slide down your throat as you breathe. You feel nauseous, disoriented, and suddenly you realize you've no control of your body. You see yourself walk up its rocky steps and climb into its center. Then you hear the loud, hair-raising cacophony of its petrified petals grinding against each other as it closes all around you, and the light that almost blinded you before becomes darkness. Sudden, searing pain brings you to your knees, and you pass out.
Shite.
Kinyana, you are now on level 2. So you now can't experience any negativity at all.
That's
Claudia, you are now on level 1. You're back to being a happy, smelly-go-lucky person. Can you both give me sanity rolls?
This is the moment, the magic, the music.
Kinyana, I'll take 1 from you.
Okay.
Claudia, was that a fail?
That was a big fail, baby. Claudia ain't make it.
Nice. Okay, can I take a D6 from you?
Oh, it's coming.
3. How you doing, Claudia?
I'm 1 off from Tim.
Nice. And Guy, as you bring this group of people down, you all just end up in a massive hug all around Malcolm, and Claudia and Kinyana are there, and all of you are just entrenched within this lovey-dove special moment where you've suddenly realized the vibes are real and meaningful, and you get it now. All of that stuff was just leading you to this point where you felt one and connected with these people. You have embraced the vibes. You have done it. And let's maybe fast forward just a little bit now. So, Kaci, you've managed to avoid all of this, but you watch the others as they all walk together into dinner and are having dinner and celebrating and singing and laughing, and they're joyous. And you've just kept yourself a little bit distant from all of that. You're just a little bit further away. The others have fallen for it, but you haven't.
Probably because there's so much positive or toxic positivity in my life in general. That's my whole brand.
What do you spend the next little bit of time doing? Or would you like a no roll?
Mm-hmm. A no roll?
A no roll.
Ooh. Let's see. That's education, yeah?
Or is
it edu? Okay.
No roll was intelligence.
Oh,
yep.
Is it? Okay. Well, I failed it either way. Not a fumble.
Ooh, Jesus.
I rolled edgy by mistake.
With no rolls, we always fail forward. We always fall forward.
You remember the acid?
As everyone is having dinner, it occurs to you that the office will be free.
Mm-hmm.
And Kinyana already checked the office quickly, but she never really checked it thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's down to you to head on in there and pull apart the drawers and figure things out. And you pull out this book, this tome, and you sit and you read the tome, and you take your time and you understand it and you figure it out. And the section that really stands out to you, the section that is meaningful, is when they talk about the bismuth. The bismuth is throughout this tome, this book. The whole thing feels like it's made of rock. The book itself is made of this material that looks a lot like those lotus flowers that are on all the designs everywhere. And you're reading it and you're looking at it and you're experiencing this book. And it's this bit that you read on the notes from the tome that really begin to help you understand what might be going on here. On destroying the bismuth. Because of course the Society of the Energetic Beings operates primarily through the creation of bismuths in different areas in order to integrate people through it in a transformational and safe space. When the retreat is concluded, the bismuth can be destroyed and moved to a different area where new people can sign up and join the society. The bismuth should either be destroyed by a strong guru or a group of weaker initiates, as it requires inner strength and resolve. Anyone but the main caster could be hurt. Beware. Do not destroy the bismuth before all attendees have been integrated, as anyone in the pre-integration phase will instantly become less susceptible to society's influence and could compromise the great cleansing of vibes. The ritual to destroy the bismuth is as follows. Obtain a corrosive substance and place at least a cup in a safe container on your person. Enter the bismuth center holding such substance. Repeat the chant to release the bismuth and continue until the creature has melted. The chant is given there, which hopefully we might even get to sing during this episode if we're lucky. You're sitting there reading this book and you're experiencing all of these things. And then a familiar smell hits you, Kaci.
Oh, God.
A familiar
Fuck
smell
this
that you've
shit.
smelled a few times. Can I get a constitution roll?
Oh, honey.
It's the toilet in our room.
Let's see. Con, not pow.
Con.
Hard success. 11 under
There we
50.
go. Thought we were going to avalanche there for a minute.
Help us, Kiss Kenobi. You're our only hope.
Kaci, you are sitting in the guru's office. You hear the sound of people coming towards you. You're holding this tome that you've just read. Darkness twilight is starting to fall. It's a long night here. But yeah, suddenly you realize that you can't be here.
Nope.
And weird stuff's going on. I'll take a sanity roll at this point in time.
Uh-oh.
Sounds about, like a good idea. Oh, I failed that. 68 over 62.
Shit, you were so close.
Let's take a d4 plus 1.
Okay. 5.
Fuck me. Here we go. Bow,
Let's
bow,
and
let's
bow,
take that
bow,
intelligence
very
bow,
smart.
roll.
bow.
Yeah, I'm very smart.
Roll 20.
This is usually what happens in Newman around this part of the game.
It's true.
I failed!
That's incredible.
I fucking failed! Roll 20 telling a story.
Roll
Roll 20 can tell a story, honey. Look how mad Hedge is.
Hedge
Hedge
looks
like, this
so
is-
disappointed right now.
Sorry, Hedge. Roll 20.
I love it when you succeed. I love it when you fail. I am here to support the story that Roll20 is telling.
Listen, because Roll 20 out here telling stories, honey.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
Good
Hedge.
vibes.
Good vibes only.
And yeah,
Oh
you
my
are
Oh my
confused,
God.
you are scared, you are terrified, you are feeling all sorts of vibes, none of them good.
Nope.
You have this book, people are coming towards you, you need to get the hell out of Dodge. What do you do?
Try to get the hell out.
Can I invite you to jump through the window? Because it's baller.
Yes, you
I
can.
feel that that's where we are in the game.
Yes, definitely jumping through
We're
the
at
window.
window
clutching the
jumping?
book. Oh, yeah.
Yep. This is the
Yeah.
part of the game.
This better
Right.
not be revenge for the last time you jumped out a window and I killed you for it, Hedge.
Jump out one window.
They never let you live it down.
So I will go out the window.
Yeah, what do you do with the book?
And Was the page with the ritual loose, or was it still in like attached?
It was very
inside?
much attached inside the
No, I'll
book.
Or
take
do
the book
you
with
have
me.
your camera phone?
You-
Ooh, that's right. I do have my phone.
That's right.
I'll take
That's
a picture.
right.
Use
She
the
got you the
phone to
phone.
rip the page out.
I'll take a picture.
Throw the phone through the window.
I'd almost forgotten
I
that.
feel
Thanks,
like
Cosmic.
I feel like you need to take a picture. It's the only way.
Yeah, take a picture.
And you dive out the window and you make your way back to your accommodation hall
Mhm.
where
I'm-
your three friends are dancing and singing and shouting kumbaya. And when you come in, they all go in for a big group hug all together.
Oh, there you go, Kaci. And we got a thing to tell you. It's fantastic. Everything's just fantastic. It's
Mhm.
it's a weight off my shoulders. It really is.
It's been great.
Yeah.
Like, really great, guys. Like, it's a total #good day.
Oh,
Fucking
Hashtag good day.
Hashtag
Hashtag
good
good
vibes.
day.
Oh,
Like, you know what would make for even like greater vibes?
what would make for greater vibes?
Like sleep. Because like, you know, like you're all beautiful people. You're all stunning, gorgeous. Some of the most beautiful people I've like ever met. Like
There we
glow ups all around. But
Hashtag
like, you
glow
have
up.
to keep that glow up by sleeping.
Sleeping.
Like, you know, like they say 8 hours a day.
I
Keeps
don't know
the
about
dentist
it.
away.
No, I don't think it's that.
So it's
guy.
about
No, I think it might be. I think it can be everything. It can be
Mhm.
whatever you feel is right.
it's about 8:30 and lights out is at 9 p.m. Just as a general vibe for all of you.
Mhm. Or like trying to get them into the mindset of going to bed when it's lights out, like trying to charm them into it.
Okay, well, I mean that makes good sense. And have you noticed how lovely your skin is, Kaci? May I
Like,
just say?
just
I
that
mean,
glow. There's something in like the sun around here.
is-
Like it's just
you look after it so well. My Sylvia would be dead in dead
Still-
admiration. You know, I will sign up for your TikTok, your only. I mean, you don't get your boobs out on your OnlyFans. You know, we don't do that sort of thing. Like, no, you know. But
like no, that's
if
only
you
for, like,
want
special
to,
subscribers.
that's very enterprising of you. No negativity here. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I think I will get my head down then. If get all that positivity, it's like, unless Guy, you're going to read us your film. You're going to
Yes,
do
Guy,
audition
why don't you
for
tell
us?
us what's the line
I'd
from the
love
film?
to watch that.
Right,
Has it got like a
fucking
Kickstarter or something?
Prepare
we can
yourself.
back?
Kickstart? No, this is like a produced film. It's like we're not.
Oh, don't no. It could have been a Kickstarter. There's no negativity here.
Yeah, yeah.
They might go for
yeah.
it. Get that a little bit extra funding.
No, like the film's, it's been produced. It's happening and that.
Right,
and I'm like one
okay.
of the main characters. Yeah.
Right, I see.
Yeah. So my main character, right? This is right. My main character is
Yeah.
the villain, right?
Right.
And then
Could
there's
it-
the
could it-
henchman.
Could it be a just slightly misunderstood, but with a good redemption story arc?
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. And the line,
Oh.
like, so this, I've got like a catchphrase line because there's the villain, right? As I
Oh,
said, I'm a main
right.
character. There's the villain, and there's the henchman, right? But then there's the henchman's mate, yeah,
Right.
and I'm his mate. Yeah.
Okay.
So like,
So
we're
you're like
all,
the henchman's henchman. That's like cool.
well, like the henchman's henchman because I'm his mate.
That's really sensible. That is.
But
That's really
it's-
sensible.
Yeah. So check this out. This is my line, right? You ready?
Right.
Ready?
Okay. Go on.
You and I need a break. How about that leg?
Oh, so you're implying you're going to break someone's leg because?
Yeah.
But in actual fact, it was like he was taking a break, going to have a crafty 5 minutes and have
Well,
a
when you
fag or
explain it
something.
like
Like
that,
a-
and like that, it
like-
does sound as catchy, does it? I mean,
No,
it's still
I-
great.
Like
It's
a
still great.
romance,
It's
right? Like you take a
wonderful.
break.
It's wonderful.
but it's
Break
not
legs.
a relationship. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
a
yeah.
relationship. Oh well, no, but maybe it could be a relationship. Let's not say not.
Maybe I should tell the writer. I should have a word with the producers and see if they could change
in a
the story around a bit.
positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you could get the whole film crew down to one of these retreats, and
Oh,
then
that's
they
an
could make
idea,
that. They
innit?
could come up with a hell of a story.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
No swearing. We don't need to swear. You know, that's when people say, "Oh, fucking hell," and that sort of thing, it's a bit, they mean well, but yeah.
You're fucking too right, mate.
Oh, blind.
Positive
And
language
so-
only.
It is getting to lights out. Do you all go to bed?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Good night's sleep will be good for Kinyana.
Okay,
It's
Kaci,
like
do you
the
also
best
go to
for
bed?
your skin? Oh, I go to bed and then I wait till they're asleep.
Okay.
And pillows on each one of their faces.
I was going to say, feel free to punch us repeatedly.
All right, Kaci, what's your plan here? Rina, just buckers off and lets the three of you.
Yeah.
Just
I get the nearest taxi
Continue.
and
Okay.
I leave.
No, what Rina would do is go do it by themselves, but in the interest of collaborative storytelling.
Hey.
So let's see. Who's on the other lower bunk? I don't remember. Was it Kinyana?
Kiana's
So
on the lower
you're
bunk.
sharing with Guy and
Who's on the top
Kiana's
bunk.
on the
Yeah.
lower.
So I'm gonna go try and shake Kinyana out of it, because if there's two of us, then we can get the other two, hopefully.
Oh, hello, love. What time is it? It's getting a bit late, isn't it? Shouldn't you in bed? It's lights out. I don't want to impose any rules on you. When you feel
Mhm.
like it's lights out, it's, the right time. But, you need
I'm gonna hit her in the face.
Yeah.
There we go.
with
What?
Not
No,
with the
that's
acid, Newman. Not with the acid. I
will
knew
wake
where
her
you were
ass
going
up.
with that. Fuck you.
Yeah. Why
Okay,
guts?
I
I'll give you a
couldn't
bonus.
stealth the shovel.
I'll give you a bonus die on this fighting brawl.
Yeah, it's not my strong suit, but I'll try. Success!
Yes.
All right.
23 under 25.
All right, I will take. Now, hold on. You were level 2, weren't you, Cosmic?
I am level 2, but
So you need a hard power roll to snap out of this.
Ooh,
Here
come
we
on.
go.
Come on, Kinyana. I believe in you.
Use all your luck.
You have luck you can spend too.
Got luck.
Hard
Whoa!
success.
Whoa!
25
Hell yeah.
versus 55. Ideal.
Good vibes only, guys.
Good vibes on.
Oh.
There's something a bit being. Can we roll damage for that fighting brawl as well, please, Kaci?
What, 1d20?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I have a
Roll
damage
20 might
bonus,
call
which is
for a
probably
death
good
right
thing
here.
for you. Yeah. No, I have no damage bonus, so it's still 2 points.
Is it the
Yeah,
nose
there's something
again?
of being punched in the nose that, for whatever reason, just is triggering for you. And you're like,
Bloody hell.
For some reason.
and you're just like, and you
Crunch.
snap back to sanity.
Oh.
Kinyana,
Oh. Oh.
But your nose is probably broken.
Oh. Oh. Can I try some first aid?
just snap it back into place.
Yeah.
Fumble.
Oh no, that's an extreme success. 8
Wow.
versus 40.
You may
Oh,
regain
better.
1 hit point, and your nose is no longer broken. Well, your nose is broken, but it's no longer out of place.
Oh man.
Kinyana,
Oh.
we've got to get the other two out of this. Snap out of this. And we've got to go
Oh.
stop whatever's doing this. Come on.
I bet. Yeah. No. Oh God, how far gone were I?
Pretty bad.
Oh, what they like. Do we remember any of the being eaten by a stone monster?
Yep.
It were terrible. Like there was this big lotus flower, and
Yeah,
and
wait,
we were like inside it, and it did
Kinyana.
things to it. Yeah,
We,
sorry.
we've got to
Kaci.
stop that thing. So we need to snap out Guy and Claudia so we can go destroy the thing, because I have some things that might stop the thing, and just we don't have time for this.
No,
Come
no,
on.
no, absolutely, absolutely. I'll take Guy because Claudia's got a bright hook, and I've only just reset my nose.
Mhm.
Right, yeah, okay.
Can I be humming Kumbaya in my sleep?
So I'm gonna, because I assume Claudia doesn't sleep with her head towards the ladder, or does she?
No, her feet would be at the ladder.
I'm gonna stab her in the foot with a pen. Just like, it's like stepping on a Lego, right?
Dead asleep.
Mm-hmm.
What? I'm really being pushed for roles tonight. Like, I'm an experienced keeper, but no one's ever said to me, I stabbed them in the foot with a pen while they're asleep before.
Yeah.
It's not a moving target.
No. I guess what I'm going to ask for here is a strength roll to determine how well you stab them in the foot with a pen.
Do I get the bonus?
No.
Oh. Because they're sitting still? Okay.
It's a strength roll.
Oh, I failed that.
Okay. It still hurts. You did stab them in the foot with a pen. However, you're going to need to do something more in order to give yourself this opportunity to rake Claudia out.
Does she wake up? Like, if I stab her in the foot?
Yes, so she wakes up.
Because then I'm going to start up the chatter of negativity again. Because I couldn't get to her to whisper it in her ear, which was my original plan. Okay. So now she's awake, and I'm just going to start saying all of these really negative, toxic things.
Persuade roll.
Oh, God. Shouldn't have put all my points into charm.
Clutch persuade.
Hard success.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Nice.
Claudia, you wake up and you're like, oh, is it time to... I hate the world.
Oh, that's because the world is trash.
The world is a trash dumpster fire and you can't fix any of it.
No, I stopped trying years ago. Where's Kinyana?
Kinyana is presently shaking Guy awake.
Oh, no. Kiana's not presently shaking Guy awake. That's what I was laughing about.
What is Kinyana doing?
Kinyana has managed to find some sort of belt or something like this. And it's lining up.
It's like boarding school.
And she's going to try and whip this belt into Guy's nether regions to wake them up.
Guys, we're going for the nuts. Okay.
What's the most painful thing guys can think of? Stabbing the foot? No. A good crack in the nuts. So
you are whipping Guy in the...
I feel real good now.
In the nuts. That should wake him up.
I hope you get an extreme success.
Actually,
I hope you impale. I hope you impale.
I'm not sure about impaling, but
what are we looking at, today.
Keeper? Do I get
I feel like this is a dexterity roll. I'm going to make this a dexterity roll.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds like you're saying dexterity roll on purpose.
Dexterity.
Kiana's going, oh, that is a success. 38 versus 50.
All right. Newman, give me that power roll to see if you snap out of it.
Okay.
Bonus die is the nuts.
Don't let it be for nothing. It was for nothing.
Oh, you could spend luck.
Can I use some luck?
You can spend that luck if you want.
Oh, can't take it with you, Newman.
For the 11th hour,
Newman.
Newman.
It to the Oscar nomination, but apparently not. Oh dear, this doesn't leave me with much.
You spend 23 luck there.
You could push the roll.
Spend the luck, Newman.
If I push the roll, I can't use luck though, can I?
That is correct.
So spend the luck.
Luck has been spent.
Yeah.
I am now officially the group's luck.
Good. It's not me anymore. I can't take that pressure.
Oh boy.
It's about 45 minutes after lights out. You are all awake. You've all been snapped out of it by a very impressive Kaci. Kaci is going to update you on what they have found, I assume.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
So we're
gonna
going to get some acid.
She's already grabbed the acid.
Oh, nice.
In case she couldn't snap them out of it, she was just going to take it and run. But definitely updates them. You notice like the vocal fry, the vacant smile, everything's gone. Just complete business mode. Just all right. We gotta go now.
Okay.
So wait, what's the plan? What's the plan then? We find this thing and we fucking chuck acid on it.
It's in the meditation hall. I found the door.
Through the door.
We can
walk in there.
Burn open the lock with some of the acid, and then we get down, and I'll do this chant thing, if you can all back me up, and maybe we can stop this thing, okay?
Right. Okay,
Let's
okay,
save some of the
okay.
acid for when the fucking thing's there and we can like splash in its face. And
That's
stuff.
why we just splash a
You
little
just
bit.
walk
Come on,
in.
it's in its own bottle, therefore it's
right.
in a safe container. Let's
Okay,
go.
Let's go.
Why aren't we leaving? I just want to clarify that point. Why aren't we just leaving?
Listen,
Because they're going to keep doing this to other people if we don't stop.
and it might just set my Sylvia free. I've got to try anything or...
Also, this would be a really fucking good biographical movie.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about your nads, man. You know, it's just
Let's go. Let's
buy a
go.
pint
Stop.
later.
Stop.
Sorry.
Come on.
Oh,
Let's
go.
Not
Go.
getting written.
And Claudia, if it doesn't work, we leave. Promise, okay? And you can leave
Right,
if you
right,
want to
right.
anytime, but I'm not leaving this thing to hurt people.
Let's.
Let's go. And Kiana's going to take hair grips, nail file, that kind of thing, because Kaci has said the door's locked, so she might give that a try.
Or
Yeah,
we'll just splash
speaking
some
of,
acid on it.
lights out across the camp,
Mm-hmm.
including the meditation hall.
Can we sneak up and have a little look through the window before we burst in there and just make sure Malcolm isn't in there?
Yeah.
Just being Malcolm.
Fucking
and
Malcolm.
Shit.
Yeah,
Fucking
no,
Malcolm.
actually, you know what? There is some movement in there.
Oh, bastards.
Should
Can we
have a
hear
wee-
who it is?
You're going to have to approach and get a bit closer. I'm going to want a
Mhm.
stealth roll from someone to get a bit more information here.
I can give it a
I
bash.
think
I'm
we
above
probably all have
base.
base in it.
I'm slightly above base, so I'll give it a shot.
Okay, so cosmic.
Oh, that's an extreme.
There we go.
Yeah, let him do it.
5 versus 36.
Wow.
So, Kinyana, as you look through the doors into the meditation hall, it's fairly clear that the room has been rearranged for a different purpose. Suddenly, that curtain
Okay.
has been pulled back. Suddenly, the
Ooh.
whole space has been opened up and all the tables have moved to the side. And it's now been set up almost, it feels like it's set up for a descent into this very foreboding looking door. And you're thinking back to it, and actually, Malcolm has been carrying keys around with him the entire time, as has Sage and some of the others. And there was
Yeah.
one key on those key rings that was significantly larger,
Yeah. Big and chunky for the
big and
old
chunky.
lock.
And this door had a big and chunky lock in it. There have been people moving around, and you hear closing of the door at the far side.
Mhm.
You feel like maybe that you're pretty sure that's where the initiates have been sleeping. So you feel like if you made a lot of noise or if you did something wrong, the initiates would come down very, very quickly. But if you feel like if you can get through there nice and quick, you might have a chance to get down and see what's down there.
Can I do that on that extreme to get through
I
and
think on the
back?
extreme, I'm going to let you get to the door,
Okay.
but the door is locked.
Splash some acid on it.
Okay. She'll take out the hair grips and the nail files and try a locksmith roll.
Oh my
Not
God.
hugely impressive, but she'll give it a bash. It's a fail. 50 versus 35.
11th hour. You're going to spin the luck?
Luck. Push the roll. Luck. Luck the roll.
Luck,
Then push.
Luck the push.
Um,
Push the luck.
15.
Do it.
Okay,
You've,
yeah.
You've got a ton of luck. Just...
How much luck have you got?
I'm on 42 at the moment. So,
Oh, fucking come
Oh, yeah, that's a
on.
lot. Come on.
I got 9 luck.
Okay. Spend the luck to open the door.
And kill
And-
Malcolm and get to the right guy.
And down we go. Which is
We
something Casey did a
won!
lot.
Oh, come on.
And the door opens, and below you is a bright light. A light that feels familiar, Kinyana and Claudia. A light that
Yeah.
is soft and pleasant and inviting and dangerous. And as the four of you descend into the basement of the meditation hall, you come across a giant stone lotus, which is purple and bright and blinding light. There is a staircase going up into the center of it, and it is pulsing, and it is inviting, and it is welcoming.
Yeah.
Can I get sanity rolls from all four of you, please?
Okay. Oh,
I failed.
I failed too.
Kiana
take a
made it 34
D8 for the
versus 58.
failures, and Kiana, that'll be 1 for you.
I got 8.
Oh, we're gonna have to put someone out of their misery.
So
Kaci, you got 8. Is that your 5th?
What's 1/5 of 65? I can't math.
60. 1/5 of 12, 13, 14.
13.
13.
Is that
Yep,
right?
with
That
that
right.
5 from before, yep.
And Claudia, have you also just hit your 5th?
Right out the back door. Yep.
What was the loss for Kiana?
Kiana, that's just 1.
Was that the same for Guy?
And Guy, you look like you failed, so you lost 2.
Sorry, yeah, no, I did roll for that. Sorry. Yeah.
All right, so I guess Kiana was leading. Kaci and Claudia, what order were you entering in? Who entered next after Kiana?
Kaci, I think.
Kaci. And Claudia, you're the one with the connection to this thing, aren't you?
Yeah.
You see it the
I'm
most.
whole.
And when you see it in person, you finally understand. Of course, it makes so much sense. It's just like you've been snapping into it and out of it and into and out of it. You've been resisting. But if you just give yourself over to this thing, if you just walk into this thing, you will be reborn in a place where there is only good vibes left. And you start making your way towards the lotus. Kaci, I'm going to have you make a roll on the madness table. So if you go to your sheet and roll on the madness table, we'll give you a more conventional experience here.
Oh, there it is. Phobia.
The investigator gains a new phobia. You are now scared of darkness.
Makes
There
sense.
we go.
And you will not, you are terrified of what you see in front of you, but it is dark back there and you will not go backwards. You have a strong need to remain in the light, and if it starts getting dark, you are going to get terrified. You don't like it in here, you don't like it out there, you're stuck on the edge and you're a little bit paralyzed.
Are you two all right?
So, I have an idea, Keeper, if you'll let me.
I'm listening.
I have my phone.
Yep.
Which has the ritual on it, but it also has a flashlight.
It does.
So I can turn on the flashlight to keep it on while I hold out the I'm holding on to the acid and try to read the ritual with the flashlight on my phone on to keep everything lit up. That's what I want to do.
The ritual has you entering it with the acid.
I'm going to keep my eye on the light and keep going.
Okay, so you're walking right beside Claudia, who's also walking towards this thing.
No, hang on. Only one of you needs to go in. I mean, I'm happy to do it, but Kaci, you seem to have been the most resistant to it. Are you okay there?
Yep.
Okay. Claudia,
Light. It's great.
Claudia,
Sorry, but is Guy kind of taken in by this, like Claudia, or
Guy, you've lost sanity, but you've not been taken in. Claudia's in a bout of madness.
okay, yeah.
are you okay, Claudia? You say only Kaci needs to go up and do the thing. You got to stay out here and chant the words.
Claudia is continuing to walk towards the lotus. It sounds like she has a song in her head, and if you think hard enough, she's probably hitting the beats to Kumbaya. And she doesn't respond to Kinyana other than to look over her shoulders and give her the most brilliant smile that she could possibly manage.
Oh, bloody hell, she's turned. Guy, get her. and we're going to jump
Mhm.
Claudia.
I'll rugby tackle her to the ground.
Excellent. Give me fighting brawl. Claudia, how do you respond as you were rugby tackled from behind?
Don't
And
put your hands on me. That has been something that's been consistent for her this entire game. Don't put your hands on me.
Oh, wait, I've got 9 points of luck.
But no, I was just going to say, do we get a bonus die for outnumbering the opponent?
Yes, if you also tackle Claudia, you can have a bonus die.
Yes, there we go.
Okay, let me roll a d10. No, but I will use my 9 points of luck.
Well, hold on.
There
Let's see.
we go.
Oh, wait.
Let's see how Cosmic does.
Hold on. Oof. Fumble, jeez.
Yes, come into the Lotus with me.
Yeah, I'm not
You
convinced
go, we
my
go.
success against the fumble. Should I not use my 9 points of luck?
Hang on to your luck. It might just save your life in a second.
Kinyana,
Yeah.
you, Guy dies for Claudia. The two of them tussle for a second and you dive at both of them, but you just miss them. And something about your instincts has you quite dexterously roll to the side, dive and fall straight into the Lotus.
Oh, crap.
Oh, beautiful.
You mean,
And suddenly
all right.
you feel like you are being torn apart from the inside out.
Oh, yes.
Suddenly you were there and it's like you are dissolving. You look back and you see the three others as they are all sort of staring at you. Claudia walking towards you expectantly. Kaci looks terrified. Guy is confused, but you just look back at them and you smile. One way or the other, you'll be with Sylvia now.
Oh.
Am I deceased, Keeper? Or do I have a chance to reach for the acid or something?
I've
so
got
I
the
could...
acid. Thank you.
Kaci has the acid.
But I'm inside.
And you fumbled.
You are.
Yes. Am I deceased, Keeper?
You are deceased.
There we go. She will enjoy
Bravely
the
done,
time
babe. I'm coming right behind you.
with Sylvia.
But weirdly, as Kinyana disappears, she also begins reforming in front of all three of you. And Guy is the only one not presently in A Bout of Madness. I'd like you to roll a sanity roll.
Oh, shit.
One of us. One
Extreme
of us.
success.
Way to fight.
Guys
You-
holding together.
you
I
were
was in a
actually- you were
film
actually-
like this.
You were actually in a movie where this happened.
Yeah.
And so, like,
And I was
It was a
fucking
B-rated
excellent.
film.
I was so good in it.
you
as
were
well.
you were the guy that got melted in like the earlier scene to demonstrate what happens when people walk
I was
into
the
the
red
melting
shirt.
device. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Oh my God.
Do I see that Kaci is like planning to use the acid?
Kaci
it
seems to be
Kaci?
planning to use the acid. Kinyana is reforming behind the Lotus. She's almost like being rebuilt. And Claudia, you are heading towards it. You're sort of half engaged in a fight with Guy. Kaci, are you trying to step into it next, or have you been freaked out by this?
I'm shouting encouragement. I'm like, Kaci, do the fucking acid. Do it now.
I want to do the thing as quickly as possible because the light's on. I'm moving in the light direction. I've got the light on my phone and things are weird. And the sooner I can get out of here, the better. Find some more lights somewhere.
Sure. So let's do a dex roll, Kaci versus Claudia.
Oh God.
I suppose I can't, can I?
There it is.
So I need dex rolls from Kaci and Claudia to see who gets into this thing next.
Trying to get my sheet up. Extreme 5 under 65.
What?
Love it. Two extremes back to back.
Good vibes.
Come on, roll
only.
20. Tell a story. Fumble.
I'm just waiting. I've not seen Bridget's roll.
Oh, I keep thinking you're saying Guy, not Bridget. Sorry, I'm looking at roll 20 waiting. Sorry.
Nope, that's you. That's you, babe.
Nope. I mean, what? This is just a dex?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Regular success.
Yeah, Kaci gets there first. So Kaci gets into this thing next as Kiana's being reformed in front of her. And Kaci, you begin saying the words of the chant. Would you say it for me, please?
I would indeed.
Guy, join in as well.
Bismuth, I release you from your benevolent cause. I thank you for consuming all negative flaws. You are cleansing humanity from the filth it prescribes. You are truly creating the greatest of vibes.
Guy, are you joining in?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right. So this round, the two of you say those words. During this round, I'm going to take 6 magic points from each of you.
Nice.
Ooh,
Real.
I was saving those.
Kinyana,
Yes.
you reform.
Good vibes embodied.
But you are a shadow of your former self. You have no ability to think or act, but you look exactly right, and you stand and stare. You will follow basic commands if they are given to you, but you will do very little else. Claudia, you are desperately trying to get into the Lotus, but as Kaci has gone in, like there's a wall appeared in front of you. Kaci stole your ascension. She stole it. That's horrendous. How are you going to respond? What are you going to do?
Disrespect. I mean, I can't think negative thoughts, right?
Yeah. No, you can think negative thoughts. You're not.
I'm level 1. I'm not level 2.
No, you're not, because you're just in a bout of madness.
Oh, I'm just in a bout.
You're insane.
That's even better. No, I have crystal clarity on what needs to be done, and for whatever reason, Miss Lady social media is standing in between me and my ascension. So, you know what? It's either you go, we go, or you get out of my way. So can I attempt to tackle Kaci further in? Can we go?
The thing is, because of the way the Lotus opens and closes, what happens is it's closed up. So you're going to have to pass a climb roll in order to get inside this thing.
Ooh. Let's do it. And you said a climb roll?
Climb roll, yes.
This ought to be funny. So I have base, and I rolled an 80. I do not have 60 points to burn. But if I'm in a bout of madness, I feel like the right thing to do is to push it.
Yeah.
I really like that idea. Yeah,
Please
yeah.
push
Right?
the
Because
roll.
she's bouting,
Because
right?
it'll be
That's it.
hilarious.
Right? She has to go for it. Tell a story, roll 20. Fail. You're welcome, Hedge. That's for all the times we disappointed you previously.
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
No, I'm so close. I'm so close. You're not going to take this away. You don't even deserve it.
You beat your hands bloody on the walls, and you feel the breaking of your pincus as you slam both hands into this thing, trying to tear your way through, unable to. You afford a massive distraction to Kaci and Guy, who must pass a power roll in order to be able to continue singing this song. Kaci and Guy, please try and pass a power roll in order to keep.
I'm spending
the
1 point of
song.
luck.
Oh, I don't have the luck to make that.
Okay, Claudia, take 1d6 points of damage as you destroy your hands.
Yeah, I like this. Ooh.
Is that a major wound?
It is. Here's my con check. Ooh.
Oh, you're still
Like a
conscious.
boss. Extreme success.
You have broken both of your hands. And you are desperately trying to crawl inside this thing. Kaci, you pass the power roll, but Guy fails. You're going to lose 6 magic points.
Me?
No, Kaci.
Okay.
All right. And we are into the 3rd round. Claudia, you have 2 broken hands. You desperately want inside this thing. What do you do?
I'm going to turn around. I'm looking frantically. Her hands are broken. Kinyana, help me.
What
They're
would you
trying
like
to
me
stop us.
do?
At this point in
Stop
time that there's
what?
definitely activity from above coming up. Claudia's noise has woken people up, and suddenly people are starting to flood into the room. They're coming down the stairs. They're coming towards you. This creature, this bismuth, it is starting to melt. Bits of it are just like flowing and firming off, and it's just all kind of coming down. It's incredibly hot inside there, Kaci. It's unbelievably hot. It's horrendously hot. Claudia, what are you doing?
Claudia is screaming. She's asking Kinyana for help, and she has broken hands. So literally, this is just that desperation
Come
where
here,
she's
come
trying to
here.
wedge her wrists in and leverage what she can.
Kinyana
trying
wants
to pry
to
it
come
open.
over and do some first aid. That's subconscious. She's a nice person. She wants to help out. So she'll come over and
All right.
take her hands and do some first aid.
Without hands, this is going to be a jump roll.
Oh my god.
I can do it. Don't throw that shade on me
believe
like
in you.
that. Holy shit.
Nice.
Do I have anything in jump? She has a 50 in jump. I will burn the 1 point to make that an extreme success.
Nice.
Who taught you to burn all your luck on things that were bad for the other investigators? What kind of
Storytelling.
what kind of investigator, what kind of person would teach you that lesson, Bridgett?
I think it's a house style.
Scott Dorward.
It's a house style. Scott Dorward, all of the above. It's
Mhm.
called storytelling. Let's go.
You
Let's go.
dive in as Kaci is desperately trying to finish this final round in order to destroy the bismuth.
Where you going? I haven't finished yet.
And with your two broken hands, you basically collapse onto Kaci. Kaci, you're going to need to make a fighting brawl to get Claudia off you.
Can I
Or
try and
dodge.
help with that?
Can
No,
I
you're
dodge?
not inside the bismuth.
That's very true.
Keep chanting.
Can I dodge?
Yeah, you can try dodging.
I will spend 11 points of luck to succeed.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, and it's the final round of singing.
So keep up the chant.
Keeper,
Guy,
can I
do you
ask? Can I ask to do one thing?
Yes.
If people are pouring into the room, can I just like casually back to the wall so as they're kind of coming in, they go towards the thing and not me?
They're coming towards you.
Ah, shit.
Oh, no, they love you.
So because of all this distraction, you need to make a power roll in order to be able to contribute to this last bit. Yes.
I'm going to contribute. Yeah, I am.
Come on.
Yeah, I
You can do
am.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
35 and
Okay,
40.
and Kaci, with all the distractions, I'm going to need you to also make a power roll in order to contribute to this chat.
I succeeded.
Yes.
I succeeded.
Yes.
50 under 65.
I
Yes,
will
roll
take-
20.
3 magic points from each of you then.
I've only got 2.
Oh,
So that goes into your hit points.
That goes into your hit points.
Ow.
ooh, it burns so good.
How you feeling, Rina?
Yeah, there's a bit of blood coming out of my nose, but I'm grim and determined.
I've just taken 15 magic points off you, I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And as you finish the chant, this whole thing just comes crashing down. And as Claudia's just grasping at you and trying desperately to enter this thing, the whole thing just comes crashing down. And all of the initiates are sort of grabbing you. But suddenly from outside, people are waking up and noise is happening. And suddenly the activity around the camp, there's screams. And the initiates are dropping down to their knees and they're crying, and you sort of like push your way past them. And Kaci and Guy, you kind of like make your way out of this place. And suddenly there's screaming, people crying, running towards the woods, desperately digging in. The interns, the initiates are all like screaming and crying and looking on in confusion. Sage is just sitting there, her head in her hands, crying. Claudia, I think you've passed out in pain because both your hands are pretty horrendously broken. And Kinyana, you walk all through this chaos, not a care in the world. Let's maybe do some epilogues here, because you stopped this bismuth, Kaci, but something odd kind of like about it, just you stopped this bismuth. But it didn't seem like it was a one-off thing.
Mm.
It seemed like it was a thing that kept happening all over the place, again and again and again. And you've been involved in these circuits. You've begun to identify which ones are the bismuth, which ones are the good vibes only. And once you start seeing them, you see them everywhere. What does Kaci do next with her life? What's Casey's next big move?
Well, my original plan, and I didn't know if you'd allow it or not, was she was going to take the tome with her, like, on her way out. Because
Ooh.
the tome has all the stuff for it.
Yeah.
As far as she knows. She didn't want to leave it there. So in the confusion, she was going to go back, grab the book, and leave.
I love it. Let's say you did it.
And she was going to destroy the book, set it on fire, sprinkle it with holy water, stab it with a stake, whatever it is you're supposed to do with evil tomes. She doesn't know. She's only read books. But she was going to do that and keep the shot on her phone of the ritual just in case. And
Nice.
And she's going to go back to her social media influencer life, building her empire, keeping that sort of vacant expression and the vocal fry and the hashtags and everything, just to keep up the appearance, but also use it to fund her looking into these things in the background. And what she might try to do is get people into any of these things that pop up, kind of like what Kinyana did, with armed with knowledge about how to maybe destroy these things secretly. And so using her social media empire to fund that.
You go to war
I go to war.
with good vibes.
Like I have a business degree. I know what I'm doing. Business degree and money. I'm going to set up some things here. We are going to fucking shut this place down as much as possible. Fight
And
the
you
vibes.
spend- you
Hashtag
spend-
fight the
you
vibes.
spend a lifetime. You've probably destroyed a dozen bismuths over the years, and yet more just keep popping up again and again. Every one you squash, two more pop up to take their place. Guy, you've got some stories to tell, a couple of scars. How do you move forward with your life after all
Well,
this chaos?
It's really interesting. The scars just make him slightly more ruggedly handsome. And as he goes into his next production meeting, he goes in with a script, the first draft of a script called Feeling My Feelings. And it's a one-man savior story of how he saved an entire commune of people. And obviously he wants to play the lead character as well. And this film gets made and he stars in it. And it's absolutely fucking amazing. It's like
It gets
Predator
one good review.
from him.
From him.
It's like Predator meets Terminator. But
So
on
at
a
what
very
point
different
in his
budget
career
scale.
does he start teaching drama in high school?
I feel like that
That's so-
comes immediately after the film releases.
Hit it, bombs.
And everyone that knows him
Okay.
alienates him.
All
Is what
right.
I feel. Yeah.
Claudia, I think we have now hammered traumatic experience over traumatic experience over traumatic experience for you. What is the fallout of Claudia?
Yeah, Claudia goes insane. Claudia doesn't recover from this. Claudia is eventually institutionalized. Once she is stable enough, she is actually just kind of there permanently. And she finds her own little small happy corner of the world, teaching other patients in whatever facility that she's at full time how to swim.
Cool. And I suppose we're going to end with a relatively odd but poignant moment, because what happens is Kinyana, almost on autopilot, you make your way home. And Sylvia's there, staring blankly as she does out the window, as she has been doing for day after day after day after day. You make it home. You sit beside her. You hold her hand. And that is where we will end. This scenario of Good Vibes Only.
Good
Thank you
vibes
all very much for
only.
playing with me.
No,
I
thank
hope
you.
enjoyed it. It
Oh,
was one hell of an experience.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if it will sound any good, but we had a thing.
Yeah, we had
It was a
blast.
whole thing.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing.
So what we do at this stage, just the way we do this is we just go around and we each talk a little bit about what we liked about the scenario, what was interesting about the scenario, what it made us feel, and then I'll sum it up a little bit and we'll talk a little bit about how amazing Phaedra is, and then we'll wrap up. So shall we go Rina, Cosmic, Bridgett, and then Newman? Rina, do you want to go first?
So I really liked the stages of things and like how it went from one bit of addiction to the next level of addiction and just kind of building, and how that also changed the roles for trying to snap people out of it, like having to make a hard POW, for example, to get out of it on level 2 and so on. I don't want to know what the next one was. But I also just really, really enjoyed the whole setup. The feeling of being isolated from everything else. You can't just really run away because you're so far away from literally everything, and unless you have Cosmic stealing your phone back for you, you don't have a phone or any of those kinds of things.
You didn't check, but there's a wall around the whole place. There's a dome of crystal around the whole thing.
Impenetrable. You can't get out.
Yeah.
Very Stephen King vibes.
Yeah.
But I just really enjoyed how everything was laid out, and the structure of the activities, and how many fucking times you can potentially get drawn into or addicted to this incense. I'm still shocked I didn't. Thank you, Roll20. But yeah, it was a really good vibe. But I also loved the feeling that you can have so many different types of characters playing this. Like, you have different experiences, I feel, playing it when you have a really serious group versus when you have a bunch of nonsense people creating hijinks everywhere.
What were we?
I'm not sure yet. I'll get back to you when I'm on the replay.
Cosmic.
But it was a great one overall.
Yeah, just to echo what Rina was saying, it's a great mishmash of, you don't know whether you're coming or going, because 1 minute you can be, I'm going to find the mystery, I'm going to discover the secret temple, and everything's good vibes only. And that backwards and forwards is fun to play as a player, and also it just adds to the story in the different ways of snapping people out of it, and getting to the end and not really knowing what was going on, and then just like dice rolls telling you a story really lent itself. Really lent itself to this kind of scenario, because if it had just been, you fail, you fail, you fail. In this scenario, it was like, you fail, something different happens. You fail, that happens. It was a really good scenario for that sea of red when it happens in Roll20.
Bridgett.
2 very quick things. 1, great use of treasured possessions, because that doesn't exist in Call of Cthulhu games hardly ever. So it was nice to actually see intimate connections for that. That's one of my favorite mechanics over with the Year Zero engine with Alien, is like the treasured possessions and how you can use it to affect your sanity, your panic, blah, blah, blah. So I love that aspect. And then also, fun, quirky mechanics are like one of my kinks when it comes to horror gaming. The fact that if a player can read a text aloud in a single breath, there's a mechanical end game. Like, that's just fun. That's just something you're going to remember. And it would be something fun that I would like to roll out if I ever run this scenario. So those would be my 2 just random highlights that I enjoyed.
Brilliant. And Newman?
I think 2 main things is I really like the schedule in terms of as a
Schedule is
player.
dope.
Schedule. There's cool things to do. It reminded me of the Yellow Death, which is one of our very earlier performances that we did. In terms that there is a schedule of things, and it gives you a sense of there are things coming up. There is a surrendering to the wholeness at 4:30. Something to look forward to. There's stuff on there, but I also really liked, and I know obviously this goes towards Hedge playing these characters as well, but the NPCs, Malcolm was really great.
Malcolm was good
in terms of just being, and I think it was that oppressive, or as Rena's been saying, that toxic positivity. It was like this oppressive positivity, which was really nice and really quite threatening, because obviously delivering threat in Call of Cthulhu in a different way is always a really exciting thing to do as well.
Yeah, agreed. I think the fun thing about this was it's a little bit like I've heard a few of you talk about Regency. When you play Regency, the fact that you feel really awkward about things because of your reputation, this game plays into awkward really well. And I think from a keeper's perspective, the thing that stand out is that it's fairly short and easy to read and easy to understand. It's one of the scenarios that I read and then felt like I could immediately run, which is something that I really look for in a scenario. I struggle with longer ones that take a lot of prep. It's like you can read it and then you can run it. And because the schedule's there, you don't have to be like looking at the scenario all the time. You look at the schedule, you know what's happening next, and you go. So that's really positive as a scenario. And the other thing was that even though there is a schedule, it's incredibly sandboxy. And my previous run looked nothing like this run.
Okay.
They managed to kill themselves with the acid.
Good for them.
So yeah, well done, Phaedra. It was a really good scenario, and I really loved playing it. That is the end of Good Vibes Only. Please remember to hand back your incense sticks as you leave the building.
Thank you for joining us for Act 3, the final act of Good Vibes Only by Phaedra Florou. If you like the show and want to support the Miskatonic Playhouse, you can do this for as little as £1 on Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/Miskatonic Playhouse. And we would be incredibly thankful if you could take the time to leave a review wherever you listen to our podcast or watch our videos. You can also join us on Discord, Facebook and other social media platforms via our website, www.miskatonicplayhouse.com, and through the links found in the show notes. Until next time, when the curtain rises again.